Okay. And then we have a body lotion that is coming. So we wait. And then we have levels. We have levels. We have levels. We have levels. We have levels in our company. We grow. Apart from selling e-perfume and you make a profit, we also get paid every on the 15th. Every on the 15th, we are getting paid. Ne? So today we do have someone who's going to take us through on how do we get paid. As I've said, we've got levels. We have someone who's going to take us through how do we then go to those levels so that we can get paid from the company. Yes, the profits are nice, but it's nicer when you are getting paid. Ne? Imagine the whole month you were making sales, selling the perfumes, then on the 15th, the company pays you. Ne? So I am not sure if Ukona here on the call. Let me just check if he is here. Oh, yes, he is here. All right. Okay, guys, I need you guys to prepare yourselves. I need you to prepare yourselves because now we are speaking money. Ne? This guy will be sharing with us how do we make money up a company, guys. So I need you to have your pen and paper ready so that you take notes of whatever that he is going to share with us here. Ne? All right. Help me, guys. Welcome my business partner, the only gentleman that we have, our supervisor, Ubabalo Kwaza. All right. On the chat box, guys, let's call Besh. Besh. Let's call Besh. Besh, are you on the call? Besh, are you on the call? Besh, are you on the call? Besh. Oh, there he is. There he is. Over to you, my brother. Oh, you are muted. Sorry, Buddha.
Hey, if you could hear further, I'm sure you can surely hear me now. Hi, guys, can everyone hear me? Can everyone hear me? Can everyone hear me? Can everyone hear me? Hi, leaders. I'm back on. Can you guys hear me again? I don't know why our host keeps on muting me again over and over again. I'm not sure about that. Can you share the long screens for the marketing plans, slides for the marketing plan? How, Bella?
No problem, no problem, no problem.
So long, let me introduce my name is Babalo Kwazai, I go by the name Bash. Originally, I am from Engobo in Eastern Cape. Currently staying in a small town called George. The father of two beautiful children, a princess and a prince. I'm working part-time and doing sales full-time. In the marketing plan, I am a supervisor and I'm just over a year in this company. And you know what? My life has never been the same. Because of this company, I am eternally grateful. Grateful. I was there. So here's our marketing plan. I just want you to take note. This is what you need to know. This is the language you need to know about this business. If you want to grow financially, if you want to make money, you really need to understand. You cannot make money if you cannot really make money if you don't understand how the money is made. You cannot grow if you really don't understand what you need to do to grow. So we want everyone to grow. That's why there's such presentation. So for starters, I'm just hoping there's prospects here. If you're a non-member, please just comment and say, hello. Please just comment something. I would really like to know if there is non-members there. This is hugely for you. This is hugely for us also members, but we want everyone in the game. So to start off here, to be part of this wonderful company, you just need to join and register with a lousy 100 rand. You know, you can't even buy eggs. You can't even buy 30 eggs with 100 rand these days. So for 100 rand these days, you are in. Then again, you are independent distributor of J-Off, and you receive your own link. You have your own account whereby you can start doing your business, recruiting, placing orders, checking down lines, and just flying away with this wonderful business. We've got 8 streams of income. This company can pay you 8 different ways. Oh, employment can never pay you 8 different ways. One company you are employed, but here you can get paid up to 8 different ways. Up to 8, we have 7 different levels. We have level 1, which is immediately when you just join 400 rands, you are in. Is there no sign to everyone, or is it just Nelly? Please help Nelly see where. Please, someone in the chat box, help Nelly see. And we've got our second level, which is active member, that's level 2. We've got our third level, which is team leader, level 3. We've got our fourth level, which is supervisor, which is level 4. We've got our fifth level, which is active supervisor, and Sabawin. And we've got our millionaire level, which is on level 6. Oh, you qualify for a free vacation overseas. You take your partner or anyone with. When I reach this level, I'm married so that I can go with my wife. I'm getting married when I'm a millionaire so that I can take my wife with overseas on a fully paid vacation. And we've got we've got our president team, the final level. We've got our press team, vacations, there's everything there. I'm telling you, life. You've clocked life when you reach present team. Life, you don't need anything. So our level 1, you've registered with your 100 rand, you get your link, you get your own account, you buy stock, you resell, and then when you resell, you get your what you call retail profit, which is you sell, you get money, that money is yours. You don't share it with anyone. You start recruiting. If you recruit 1 or 2 people or 3 people on this month here on this level, well, now you are gonna get paid commissions. If that person, first generation, the person you directly put inside this business, Whatever they order with, if they have 3 people have ordered, you'll get paid 15% commission. And if those people recruit, bring in people, which is your second generation under you, there's first generation, the people you put in, the second generation, the people who are under the people you put in, you will get 20% commission. You will get paid on the following month. On the 15th, you will get paid tomorrow, and we are getting paid tomorrow. Tomorrow, Changuras, we are talking about tomorrow, starting from tomorrow, it's going to be a big day. You know what? We're going to be making a lot of noise. We've got our level 2. We've got our level 2. To reach this level, you need to have a minimum of 10 people under you. Either they are on level 1 or on level 2. Either they are on level 1 or on level 2. You need to have a minimum of 10, share the opportunity to 10 people, and those people, all of them must order within 1 month. Within 1 month, and also you must have ordered within that month. If you don't order, if you don't put anything into the company, no matter if you have 1 million people, the company won't give you anything. If you invest into the company and your downline invest into the company by buying, and then 10 of those people within 1 month, yeah, now you go on level 2. And what happens when you go on level 2? First of all, the company blesses you. The company blesses you with 500 rands, once off rank up bonus, just by moving from level 1 to level 2. The company is giving you 500 rand, once off rank up bonus. And that's not the end. On top of that, the company will give you 15% commissions on all the people who are on your first generation. All the people direct under you, the company will give you 15% commission. And then if you have people on second generation who have ordered, the company will give you 20% of those commissions. 20% of those commissions. I'm telling you, when you reach this level, you won't earn anything less than 1,000 rands. You will not earn anything less than 1,000. So I'm saying to you, do you want 1,000 rand? Do you want 1,000 rand? If you're on level 1, you want 1,000 rand, go on level 2. That's simple. Go on level 2 and you get 1,000 rand commissions with your sales. Nah? So we are on level 3 now. We are on level 3. What do you need to do to go on level 3? First of all, you need a minimum of 5 people who are active members. Now, 5 people who are active members. Okay, let me try and explain it a bit. Now, you are an active member, you want to go and team leader, which means you need to help 5 people become active members for starters. Help 5 people be where you are. Because you know how to be an active member. You are an active member. You know how to be an active member. So that means you need to go to the 10 people and add more people and say, my leaders, do you want 500 rand rank up bonus? Do you want to earn 1,000 rand next month? They will say yes. Show them how to do that. And 5 of those people will reach that level. And then you must have a minimum of 50 people who have placed orders within 1 month. Those people do not have to be directly introduced to the company by you. Those people must be on your first generation, people you put in directly, second generation, people who are under your direct recruits. And you know what? It also opens up your third generation. So 50 people on first, second, and third generation. I'm telling you, it's doable. It's easier that way. It's easier that way. And I must not forget, you must also have placed an order in that month. You must also have put something to the company. Give money to the company and the company will give you more money. You will get the products when you put in the money. It's not as if you are just putting in the money. You are putting the money, and you know what? you are gonna be rewarded immensely. What are the benefits of reaching team leader? The company says, welcome, Bash. The company says, welcome, Bobby. Welcome. The company does not welcome you with words to team leader. The company welcomes you with 1,000 rands. The company will give you 1,000 rands for starters. And then you will get commissions, 15% on your first generation. You will get commissions, 20% on your second generation. And now, this is a new level. This is a new level on your level 3, third generation. You are now getting 5% commission. I'm telling you, commissions from 50 people. Commissions from 50 people. When I reached this level last year, I earned 8,400 rands. There's just no limit. It can be 10,000 rands, it can be 4,000 rands. One of my downlines who recently reached this level is going to get paid tomorrow or Monday, 5,000 rands. So this level, I'm telling you, this level, you are getting a beautiful taste. Now we call this a soft life rank. Please type on the chat box, soft life rank, soft life rank, soft life rank. Oh, if you are not here, and if you are chasing this level, if you're a team leader, say, I'm gonna be a supervisor. Say, supervisor, I'm coming for you. Come raining, snow, or fires, I am coming for you. Team leader, what do you need to do to reach this level? Team leader, first of all, you are a team leader now. You want to move from team leader to supervisor. That means you need to help 2 people become team leaders or starters. You need to help 2 people become team leaders. You are a team leader yourself, most. You cannot tell me you cannot show a child how to walk, but you can walk. You're a team leader, so you need to go to your downlines and say, don't you want 1,000 rands bonus? And then on top of that, commissions. Don't you want that? I don't see anyone saying no. Then from then on, you just show them. Show them how you did it. Show them how you did it. They say success leaves clues. Show them how you did them. Show them the path you walk. When you have 2 team leaders, and then you need to have a minimum 100 people who have ordered within that month. 100 people who have ordered. Those people do not have to be directly introduced by you. They can come from your first generation people you put in, second generation people under those people you put in, third generation people under those people. So abantwana bakho is your first generation. Your second generation is abazukulwane. Your third generation is isizukulwane. Sorry, I cannot say it in other languages. Also, let me not forget, you need also to have placed an order within that 1 month. You need to place an order within that 1 month. So, Abu, why were you doing all these things? Helping people get to team leader. Helping 100 people come into the company and with their accounts and so on. You were not doing that for nothing. You were not doing that for nothing. Everything you do for the company will say thank you. First of all, you are reaching this level, and the company will roll the red carpet for you. Red carpet. The red carpet comes with 5,000 rands salary for starters, and you will continue to get the 5,000 rand salary for 6 months as long as you maintain the rank, maintaining the rank 100 people or more ordering each and every, including you getting that 5,000 rand. Not just the 5,000 rand, you've got 5,000 rand so far. Not just the 5,000 rand, you also get your rank up bonus, which is 2,000 rand. You now have 7,000 rands. You now have 7,000 rands, and that is not the end. You get your commissions on your first generation, on your level 1 first generation, you get 15% commission. Second generation or level 2, 20% commission. Oh, On your third generation level 3, you are going to get 5%. Imagine commissions from over 100 people. Just imagine. Just imagine. And then on top of that, you are going to get 2% monthly bonus, 2% monthly bonus on everyone who has ordered, who is within level 1, level 2, and level from your level 1, level 2, on level 3. You are going to get that for the rest of your life as a supervisor. Family bonus. You will not earn anything less than, when you reach this level, less than 10,000 rands. 10,000 rands. Please, if you want, or somebody 10,000 rand, just say on the comment comment box, Asabawi 10,000 rands. Asabawi 10,000 rands, 10K. So now, as personal Asabawi active supervisor, and I'm coming for you. I don't know how I'm gonna reach you, but you know what? I am coming for you. Now, yeah, moment of silence to show respect to this level. And people who are on this level, from tomorrow, they are being spoiled by the company. They are being taken, I forgot the name, to a fully paid trip from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Trips, flights, everything is paid for. You know, the one day to sleep in that place is 8,000. Is it 8,000 rand? I saw from Liz, Liz, I'm not sure. 8,000 rand a room for a day. So times that by that's 24,000 rand the company gonna be paying for each person. So why would you not want to reach this level? It's got beautiful things. Such things are open. So what you need to do, you need to help 5 people become supervisors. You are a supervisor, Moses. Show your people how to also to be a supervisor. Remember, you cannot grow if your people don't grow. You cannot grow. No. This is not a push. This is not, no, I'm eating alone. No. If you are eating, your people must eat. Show them how to eat. The company is feeding you. Show them. You need to have 5 supervisors. Those supervisors must be on level 1, level 2, and level 3, not level 4, 5, 6. Those supervisors must be on your level 1, level 2, and level 3. And then you need to have a minimum of 500 people who have ordered under you. 5, but that's easy. That's easy. Don't even think that it's difficult. Don't even think that it's not doable. It is possible. It is possible. It is possible. If it's not possible, it would not be in this marketing plan. If you are a supervisor, say it's possible for 500 active downlines. It's possible for me to be an active supervisor. Let's be high on belief. It's possible. You need to have a 500 people. Those people must be on your level 1, level 2, and level 3. Those people must be on your level 1, level 2, and level 3. And you also must have activated and ordered within that month. And those 500 people must have ordered within that month. And the company does the magic. It rolls the red carpet for you. It gives you respect. You walk on the red carpet. And when you are walking on the red carpet, you are carrying on you 10,000 rands. You've got 10,000 rands monthly salary for 6 months. You will continue to earn it as long as you maintain your rank for 6 months, 10,000 rands. And on top of that, you are going to get a rank up bonus of 5,000 rands. 5,000 rands. You now, immediately, the moment you reach the level, immediately, you have 15,000 rands. What could you do with 15,000 rands? Now, that's not the end. You now have 15,000 rand. You're going to get your commission on level 1, which is 15%, commissions on level 2, which is 20%, commissions on your level 3, which is 15%. Commissions are from 500 people. Imagine, I dare you to imagine commissions. Let's say all those 500 people are on your level 1, and 15% when you buy a starter kit, 15% when you buy a starter kit is 52 rands. 52 rands times 100, times 100, that's 5,000. That's 5,200 rands. Go times that by 5, that's already 25,000 rands. Just the minimum. 25,000 rands plus 15,000 rands, that's 40,000 rands. I'm making an example, but there's a lot of money. Leaders who are here have not seen anyone earning less than 30,000 rands. And now you also get your monthly bonus, which is 3% from your team sales. Your team sales is from level 1, level 2, level 3. You get 3% from over 500 people. That's a lot of money. Lot of money. Team. Everybody, please type on the comment box, millionaire team, millionaire team, millionaire rank, millionaire rank, millionaire rank, millionaire rank. Now, to reach this level, you need to help one person become an active supervisor. Show them how you did it. Help them, work with them closely, let them reach this level that you are currently in. And you need to have an additional 3 supervisors. 3 supervisors. And you now need an 800 people who have ordered within 1 month. If you did active supervisor, you're going to do millionaire rank. You're going to do it. 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 It's possible. It would not be on this marketing plan if it was not possible. Nothing is on this marketing plan that is not possible. This is not an impossible marketing plan. This is a possible marketing plan. I am saying this as loud as possible because I want to express belief upon you and upon me. And you need to also to have ordered within particular month, and you are now a millionaire. And the company goes into the bank, it types, Lizole goes into the bank, she says, hey, 20,000 rands, 20,000 rands salary, which you will continue to earn for months as long as you maintain the rank. And you are now getting your rank of bonus for reaching this level. Company appreciates you. Company is giving you money because you are doing a lot of work. Remember, the company does not go to people, does not inbox. You are inboxing. You are introducing people. You are doing training. You are helping people. The company will pay you. You are not doing it for nothing. You continue to work on your business and you will get this 10,000 rands on top of the 20,000 rands. You now have 8,000 rands. And now you are going to get commissions from 8 people. On your level 1 is 15%, level 2 is 20%, level 3 is 5%. Imagine 800 people commissions. You've seen most 20 commissions from 20 people. Imagine when it's 800 rands. Imagine. And you now also get your monthly bonus, which is 4%. Every month, 4%. Nobody get 4% there from your team sales. As long as your people are buying, you are going to get your 4% monthly bonus. And you now have opened organizational bonus, which is 1.5. Yeah. Ayinaman. Yabona inamandla. Lena inamandla. The sales bonus, you are getting it from your level 1, level 2, or level 3. Organizational bonus, you are getting it from your level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, level 6, level 7, level 8. Do you hear me? You are getting on your level 20, on your level 30, on your level 50. You are going to get it even from people you don't even know. You don't even see them. Hey man, Your tree, your one tree. It will be over 800. Yeah, yes. Fully paid vacation. I think they should edit it and add that part whereby you bring one person. They should edit this in a month whereby come, whereby me, I'm a millionaire team. I'm a millionaire team and I'm taking my wife. Hey guys, you should apply to my wife. Oh, you go overseas on a fully paid trip, flights, food. Hey, they should also put in a shopping money on this one, whereby you shop. The shopping allowance, they should add it. President team, you need to have one person go to a millionaire team. You need to have 2 people be supervisors. You need to have 1 millionaire team and 2 supervisors, which those people fall under. Those people must be under your level 1, level 2, or level 3. I'm telling you, and you need to have a minimum of 1,000 people who have quoted under you within 1 month. Those people must be on your level 1, level 2, and level 3. 1,000 people. You must also place an order. You must be active. And the company is going to show you matrix. I want you to imagine yourself, the company giving you. I want you to have a vision of a company giving you 40,000 rand salary for 6 months when you maintain. 40,000 rand. Last time that 40,000 rand times 6. You will have, from your salary, or you will earn 240,000 rand on a period of 6 months. And you will get your rank up bonus of 20,000 rands. You now have 60,000 rands without your commissions. You just have your 60,000 rands. 60,000 rands. Our directors from companies are getting that money. People, managers from big companies, they are getting that money. Some please say 60,000 rands. Please comment 60,000 rands. And when you comment 60,000 rands, I want you to comment with faith. Comment with belief, faith. 60,000 rands. Yeah? And now you get your commissions on your level 1, 15%, level 2, 20%, level 3, 5%. And that is from 1,000 people and more. Imagine. If someone can get 4,000 commissions as a team leader from 50 people or 40 people, imagine from 1,000. And 5% monthly bonus from level 1, level 2, level 3. Imagine from 1,000 people, 5% from sales coming from 1,000 people. Imagine. I want you to dream. Now the organizational bonus is grown to 2% up to level 100 or level whatever is infinity. Everyone who's under you, you are going to get 2%. Another fully paid vacation. You got it on millionaire team. Now you are getting it again. Are you not encouraged to want to grow onto the levels? If you are not encouraged or motivated to grow, then you don't want money. You are just here. You are just here. Oh, slide for the power of 10. Slide for the power of 10. Oh, hey.
Pop, 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 pop,
Yeah. Now magic.
I love
magic. Where you are working or wherever, you have procedure. I'm personalizing this. This is a procedure for massive growth. This is a procedure for massive growth. It's a tool. It is a tool. If you want to grow fast, accelerate everything fast, bring in 10 people. Bring in 10 people who have ordered, and already you are on level 2. 10 people. Please type on the chat box 10. 10. 10. 10. I want you to say to yourself inside. I don't want to hear you. I want you to say 10 new downlines this month. And I have 10, 10, 10, 10. So 10 people, give this opportunity to people. Do not be stingy. Don't hold the opportunity into your hands. If you're holding it like this, you're not going to make money, you're just going to make retail. And guess what? You're just going to make retail. Now open your hand and share to 10 people. You are just starting. When you're doing that, you are warming up your car with 10 people. You're warming up your car. You are warming up your car. Nah? You are warming up your car. You are warming it with 10 people. Nah? And now you've got 10 people. Show those 10 people how to bring in 10. Work with them closely. Trainings, share what you know, advice, guidance, support, encourage. Show them how to bring in 10 people. If your 10 people bring in 10 people within 1 month, you now have 100 people. You now have 100 people. And you are still calling you to bring more people also. You have 100 people. Help them all place orders. You will reach team leader. Guaranteed. Guaranteed without any doubt. You will reach team leader. Guaranteed. 100 people, you will get the commissions. You'll get the commissions. And now your car is moving. Your car is at a speed of 100. Your car is at a speed of 100. It's moving. You are on a highway. Now show your 100 people one more time. Show your 100 people one more time. I know it's hard, it's a lot of work, but you dig, you pump, pump, man. You want water, most. As Lalin Web, I'm a pumps. Your 100 people bring in 10 people. You now have 1,000. No way you will not be a supervisor. No way you will not be a supervisor, and possibly an active supervisor. And you get all the benefits, all the money, all the benefits, all the money. You are not driving on 100. You are now driving your Ferrari. Fast lane, your Ferrari. You are running through. You are running through. You are smooth sailing. Man, that is financial freedom for you. Power of 10. If you want to grow, if you want serious money, think about 10. Duplicate the 10, share with your members, and you know what? Voila! We will be congratulating you. We will be celebrating you like nobody's business. Thank you, leaders. I hope I was clear. If I was clear, please do say on the comment box, clear. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. So excited as always.
Clear. The network yakho lokho nje mincane. Thank you so much. Mandiliphi chance ke ku chat box ke kuthiwa masibhaleni uclear. Let me go with my clear. Clear. Thank you so much, Leader Pesh. Guys, that was Leader Pesh, supervisor yethu lena. Bonke abamaziyo bayamazi uyayithanda content. Okay, we are moving on. Let me share my slides. We are moving on, guys. Moving on. We have promotions, né? We have promotions, as you've heard. That we also have promotions. Yes, Susan, loud and clear. That's our leader. So there is this vacation. Vacation, guys, as you've heard, once you reach millionaire team, definitely the company is taking you and your partner or whoever you decide to go with to Maldives. Ne? This is the place that we have now in Maldives. Once you qualify for a millionaire team, the company is paying a fully paid vacation that you go and rest. Noko you've worked. Ngeke uzufika kwa-millionaire kanti awusebenzanga. So they normally say hamba and relax. So obviously next year, if there is no one who's going to Maldives this year, next year we'll have another place. Engeyo Maldives, guys. All right. Okay, I think we are done. All right. I think we are done. Okay, guys, because we are here, leader Besh is here, and other supervisors are here. So I do know that we have active members, we have new people. Ne? So there's just this 10 minutes, we're gonna use it to take questions, guys. So if you have a question, you just raise your hand. I'll unmute you. You ask a question. If you are scared to speak, no problem. We have a chat box. You just write your question on the chat box. And the leaders that we do have here, obviously, you won't go without an answer. Ne? So I am just going to take questions. Faith Maseko, King Mmewarobala. Robert Zimme. Oh, it's just the light. We are taking questions. We are taking questions. Catherine, I don't see you. We're taking questions, guys. If you have a question, you just tap on your screen. It's going to show a chat. You tap on that chat, and then it's going to allow you to type whatever that you want to ask. If you are not scared or speaking, kindly tap the screen, unmute yourself, and then you ask the question. You only have 10 minutes, guys, to ask anything that is JOs related. All right? Over to you, get my leaders. Bonolo, King me. When I look at you, you look so stressed. Are you good? Are you going to supervisor? Are you going to active supervisor? King stress. Any questions, my leaders? Any questions, my leaders? Jacqueline, are you good? Are you guys good? No questions. No questions. No questions at all. Malifani, no questions. Nelisiwe. I don't know why you guys are hiding behind those cameras. You understood everything. Thank you so much, Tebuho. Here's a question. Where is it? All right, I'll leave you to Leader Besh that question. Leader Besh, here's the question. What are the strategies a person can use to recruit and move to the next level? Tabi, which level are you on? Uyashaya, hayi nomcebo. Yes, Nelumbu. I will share the PDF, my leader. It's not a problem. Absolutely no problem. Kindly WhatsApp me on the side. Don't know if I can leave my number here or what you can do so that I can just forward the PDF. Otherwise, it's not a problem. Tabi, the strategies of recruiting. Honestly, my leader, there is no strategy in recruiting. You just need to be consistent with whatever that you are doing. That's how I do it and how I say it. Ne? Every day you need to be consistent. Make sure your shop is open. Wherever you go, you have your button, you have your branded clothes on you. Ne? And then you make sure that you post on your status. Be consistent. Consistency is key to everything, my leader, because someone tomorrow they won't see. You just need to be consistent. Eventually, when a person they are ready to join, they will definitely come to you, my leader. You just need to be consistent. The only thing that I can give you now, what are the strategies to use for recruiting is for you to be consistent. If you have a flyer and you are posting, you just need to continue posting, my lead. Another thing that is working for me, it's boosting a page on Facebook. Ne? You boost a page on Facebook, then clients they contact you. Yeah, understand? That is how I do my business. That's why I've been saying to Besh, Maganti enter. Because now I'm doing EJOs full time. So because now this week it has been raining, so I couldn't go on the street, but definitely I was working online. So you just need to be consistent, my leader. You wake up, you post, open your shop. This is your shop. You have to be branded all the time so that abantu who are looking for JOs, who want to partner with you, they will then come to you. You don't post namhlanje, tomorrow you don't post, that day you post, and then 2 days after you don't post. You need to be consistent because a lot of people, they want to partner with people about consistent in whatever that they are doing. The number for further questions. Hi, Chizape. Which further questions, Papa? Which further questions? Further questions, ask them here. Guys, come on. You need to ask questions. Remember, there is no question that is a stupid question because whatever that you are thinking, or it can assist anyone who is here on the call who is shy to ask. So there is no question that is a stupid question, guys. You are allowed to ask any question as long as it's J-Oils related, all right? We are left with 2 minutes, then we close if there are no questions. Leave your name. Okay. Oh, beautiful, unmute. Okay. Let me unmute Shemu Besho. Yakuthanda uthetha. Has to unmute. Unmute lo. There
What do
you
you
go.
mean ndiyakuthanda uthetha? Ubuthe mandiyiphendule, so I was saying unmute me. So what do you mean I like to speak? No, but you've already answered, but I'll just add on further. Ne?
Okay.
I think my leader, no? to the leader that was asking, you don't know, since you're a new member or a member, I don't know if you're a new member, just please comment how long have you been in the business as you are a member. I think you don't know what really works for you. Most leaders who are up there, who have been here a while, supervisors, they know what works for them, and they just add on this and that and stop what they think is not working. So as a new member, what I encourage you for starters to do, you have a sponsor for starters. So stay close to your sponsor. Be boring. Be annoying. If you are a new member and you are not asking your sponsor questions to such an extent that you feel like, you know, I used to ask questions. Hey, I feel embarrassed now. But I feel embarrassed, man. I've been asking this Bologna 5 questions within an hour. But then, anyways, I ask the questions anyway. Nah? Sometimes we are new members, you are expecting your sponsor to keep on coming to you. The sponsor can come to you, but now she's giving you information she does not even know what you know or what you really want to know. Ask questions to your sponsor for starters. Be curious about the business for starters, né? Because your sponsor was able to recruit you for starters. So your sponsor knows how to recruit me, yeah. Then whatever, for starters, don't know what to post, you're a little bit nervous. Whatever your sponsor is posting, post. I'm making this easy. Your sponsor is posting something. It's got a number, change the number and put your number. Post. So what I'm saying to you, duplicate. We duplicate, copy and paste. Copy and paste. I'm making it easy for you. You don't really know what to do. Do what your sponsor is saying. If someone asks you a question that you feel you can't answer, go to your sponsor, ask your sponsor, how do I answer this question? Your sponsor will tell you. What I used to do, ask Olon, how must I answer this? Olon would make a voice note. I would listen to the voice note. I would not take that voice note and forward it. I would listen to the voice note and learn from the voice note. And what I would do, I would make a voice note saying what Olona was saying in my own words, because I want that person to hear from me. People want to join other people who they see that they know what they're doing. Even if you don't know it, ask it and say it. And each and every time I was saying that thing, I was learning, it was staying here. The next time another person asks me the same question, I will just say it with ease. Thirdly, you need to have something like this. Pella. You need to wear this thing. Once, how? Wear it always. Let people come to you, attract people. Let them come to you. Be visible. Ne? Do not go to a space where there's people. You have cousins, you have brothers, you have sisters, you have family, you have aunts. All those people, they are working, but salary is not enough. Some of them are employed. Those people need to come in to the business. You have friends. Some of them like to borrow money on you. Some of them you like to complain together. Oh, the salary is increasing by 200 only. Those people, share this opportunity with them. Your neighbors, people on your street, your ex-boyfriend, your ex-friend, your enemy, or everyone. Those you know people who need this opportunity. And there's more than 100 people on your WhatsApp. Approach them directly. Write to them directly, all of them. Write to them. You have more than 1,000 people on your Facebook. Inbox them. Inbox them. Remember, this is not network sleeping. It's networking. Networking. So put in the work, be busy. Be busy. Keep on asking questions. Make sure on Facebook you follow people who are doing JOs so that you can copy and paste what they are posting, so that you can see what they are doing. Nah? So just keep on putting the work, share the opportunity, speak to people, posting, approaching, do everything. Have flyers. I have flyers here. Go to the stand, sell your perfumes. And if someone buys in, take their numbers. Try to change them to members. tell them, did you know that this perfume I sold you for 100 rand, I bought them for 402 rands, and I get 10. And when I sell 10, I make 1,000 rand. Would you want to do that too? So it's just a lot of massive work, sharing, speaking to people. You know people, but you just need to do the work. I'm sure some of the things I'm saying to you, either your sponsor has said it or you know it because you've seen people do it. There's really nothing new we are going to tell you. It's really do the basics. Do the basics. This phone of yours is, I'm telling you, in this world now, if there would be no phones, no internet, even the big companies, they would, those people owning them, they would be broke. So companies are standing still through this phone. If I want to see ShopRite specials, I check internet. If I want to see anything, I check internet. A lot of things that happen with phones, so use your phone. 90% of my work is done on the phone and 10% is done physically for me. So use your phone, be busy, my leader, apply important things, be in the game, learn the business, apply, learn something new, check this out. I'm telling you, there's something in for you. I want you to inbox me. I want you to inbox me 1st of November, Babalo Kwaz on Facebook, and say, I made it to level 2. I want you to make it to level 2. And I don't even know you, my leader. But I want you to win. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Babalo Kwaza. I don't know if our CEO is here on the call. Let me see. There she is. All right. Guys, without wasting any time, help me to welcome our CEO on the call. She's just going to share with us, I don't know what, but obviously she has always something to say. So allow her to share with us, guys. Ike speaker yet was supposed to be here. I know a lot of you, they came because we had a guest speaker, but now they're experiencing load shedding. So electricity is only going to come back 8:30. So by that time, I'm sure we'll be done. So help me to welcome our CEO and founder, Lizole Musi. Lizole, over to you, my leadership. Where is she? Kancane nokuni-unmute kaloku nina. Yo. Okay.
Good evening, everyone. Can everyone hear me? Can you hear me, Sunshine? Hello, can everyone hear me? Oh, great, my leader. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. For all those who don't know me, my name is Lizole MC. Originally known as the CEO and the co-founder of JOS, guys. You know what? This is obviously the second Zoom call since we've started, and obviously Sunshine has graced us to be hosting the business BOM Thursday. So because obviously she sent me a message to say, my leader, we have an issue and our guest speaker can't share today. And I thought to myself, you know what? Maybe it's the right platform. We have a nice, cozy attendance today. Let me just share briefly, because I know most of you don't know my background. Most of you don't know anything. Others you'd find whenever I attend a presentation, whenever I'm invited to a presentation, rather, I would get people asking me a lot of questions. My leader, what do you do? My leader, how can we grow our money? You understand? And obviously, not even knowing my background, obviously, as the owner of JOs, and I thought to myself, okay, I was obviously gonna share with the leaders that qualified for the a leadership seminar that we recently had. So since we have this huge disappointment, my leader, let me just share my journey with you, the 35 number of you today, if you'll grace me and allow me just to share, man, my background, where I come from, how I've managed to do my business. Because remember, as UJ Oils, our vision, it's to empower my leaders. What it means to empower, it's to make someone stronger, more confident. Do you understand? More especially in controlling their life and claiming their rights. Do you understand? So when we're empowering you, it's not only just about financial freedom only, my leader. Me sharing my journey where I come from, at least it will give you hope that even, because Mina, I don't even have a background. I always say other people have the advantage, okay, of having backgrounds in so many things. Mina, I only have grade 12, and obviously I've managed to build a successful business. But not only that, obviously each and every person on the call has their own journey. Do you understand? So I'll be sharing my journey with you. I'll try and be as quick as I can because I'm looking at the time. So if you allow me, can you please, man, type on the chat box to say we allow you, my leader. If not, we can close the call and we can look forward to our next guest speaker who will share possibly next week. I don't have an issue at all. I mean, I'm not even someone who's sensitive, my leader. I don't take anything personally. So if you would allow me, let me just share briefly so that you understand. Because it's important, man. More than anything, what's in my heart, I always tell people, am I there? Let me see my call, my phone. You'll forgive me. I'm using my cell phone to share, so my phone is forever ringing. So if I get cut off, please bear with me, because I'm using my cell phone to plug into the call. So I'll share briefly. I'll share my screen, my leader. So you just listen. I'll try and be as very quick. I see you guys are allowing me. Great. Let me just share my document, my leader, so that I share my journey with you all. With you all, you allow. Okay. Thank you so much. That's me there, my leaders. My name is Lizole Siliziwemsi. Most of you know me as the founder of J Oils. Normally, whenever I'm given a platform to share, I always say my background is that of an entrepreneur. The reason why I say it's that of an entrepreneur, it's simply because I'm that one person who is always looking for opportunities to actually make an extra income. So I have multiple other businesses that I do besides J Oils. And I've always been a hustler. There's nothing else that I know besides where I come. I'm from King Williamstown. I was born and raised there. Unfortunately for myself, if you look at the picture there, you'll see that's my dad, which I lost when I was about 13 years old. Then I was raised by my mother, being a single parent, my leaders. What's important really about that story is that, you know what, my father was one of those people, those old people who believe that a wife needs to stay at home and they need to then provide for their family and so forth. So basically that was my dad. So when he passed away, he was basically our source of income. There was no other income that we had besides that, my leaders. I don't know if you guys can still hear me because my phone keeps on ringing. I don't know why they are calling me. I don't know why my phone keeps on ringing. So basically, my dad was our source of income, my leaders. He passed away. I was 13. I was doing grade 7 at the time. So when I moved into high school, obviously things then changed. Great stuff, my leader. Things then changed, my leader, because now my mom can't obviously afford, because we were 3 at the time, can't obviously afford all 3 of us. And then obviously being in high school, I then started selling. Do you understand? But otherwise, me now, I only have grade 12, a bit of a background. I'm a co-founder of 2 network marketing businesses. The other one is Rafa. I also co-found a clothing and events company. Not only that, my leaders, I am also one of a co-founder of a property investment trust, my leaders. So I not only do JOs, that is why whenever I get a platform to share with leaders, I always say, when you make money with JOs, make sure that you invest your money where you know that it will grow. Whether you start another business, whether you sell something else, whether you invest it in an investment on offshore, whether you anything, like there's a lot of things. And some of you will know that recently I recently started, I think a month ago, I started buying chickens just so that I can sell eggs. Little did I know at the time that we would be at a crisis where eggs are expensive more than anything. Minage, I'm a born again Christian, my leaders. I believe in Christ and Christ alone. That is why even the business, the name itself is Jesus Oils. Do you understand? So I always tell people, because my mom recently was like, "Hey, well, how did you know we'll be facing a crisis?" Need to know. You know what? The Holy Spirit will sip things into your ear, and God will plant desires that you don't even imagine, knowing that obviously in the near future we'll be facing such a crisis. Do you understand? So I mean, I'm a strong believer of multiple streams of income, my leaders. I'm one person who's not selfish to say, make money, then do whatever it is that you love. Mina, I love money. I don't know about you. Mina, I love money simply because I love the mere fact that it allows me to buy what I need at the time. I don't have to settle for the things, because I feel like a lot of the times we get to settle for things that we don't want because of our financial state. Do you understand? So when you have money, it's easy for me to drive whichever car that I have. It's a choice. I'm not forced to have the car that I have, but I choose to drive it. I'm not forced to live where I live, but it's a choice, a personal choice. Do you understand? That's what money does. It gives you that option of having to say, no, I don't want it. Yes, I do want it. Yes, I want my child to go to the school. No, I don't want that. So that's what I love about imali. It gives you that freedom. And reality is that at this day and age, you can never have one stream of income. You can never. There's no way that you can survive with one stream of income. But besides that, my leaders, my first hustle, I was in grade 10. I started selling my leaders suckers chips. Unfortunately for myself at the time, even the school didn't allow that. But because obviously of my background, and I knew very well, my mom doesn't have, she only can cover fees, do you understand, for the school, and for me to actually rent out a space so that I'm able to go back and forth from school, do you understand? So I cannot even afford anything else besides the rental, and just so that a little bit of grocery money, do you understand? So I didn't have the luxury of having that extra income. So I was forced into hustling, and I started selling suckers and chips and so forth in grade 10. When I was in grade 11, my leaders, I then started working. Started working every holiday between June and December. And I remember very well, my first income was 100 Rand per week. 100 Rand per week, and I was happy with that. Until I was unhappy. So when I was unhappy, I then obviously got an upgrade, and I was getting a 150. I remember it was a cell phone shop. Back then, cell phone shops were still new. Yeah, those shops where you get my friends and they fix your phone. I was one of the ladies who was working there. So during December and June, I would work there. So then it moved my leaders. I moved to East London when I was in grade 11 because of my husband. But anyway, but obviously coming from that background, I had to obviously be disciplined at a very young age. Because remember, Mina, my mother can only afford the rent and the fees. So I had to obviously come to a realization that I can't obviously compare myself to other children. I need to always be mindful of my expenditures. Do you understand? Because I'm responsible for myself at a very young age. Do you understand? So, and I was in an environment, because East London, okay, I don't know if you've been to East London, but back then it was just one of those places where you'd visit and go and enjoy like parties. You'd start party from Wednesday, my leaders, until Monday. We only had Tuesday where actually there was no party and drinking. So I needed to obviously be disciplined enough because there was no parent there to guide me to say wake up or do this or don't do that. Do you understand? And so when I did my grade 12, I then moved in with my boyfriend, who is now my husband, fortunately for me. And I started working at a clothing shop, my leaders. I was one of those leaders who follow you at a clothing shop. You know, those my friend shops. I was one of the ladies who used to follow you. And you can imagine, Kemina, I was born and raised in King. Now I had to then go to school in the same town. Fortunately for myself, my mother can cover the fees of that private school. Yeah, understand. Now I'm doing grade 12. If I'm finding myself working at these shops, do you understand? And I'm meeting people that I've grown up with. Yeah, can you imagine? And I'm following them, and there's no that I can hide. If they come into the shop, I follow and I assist. Yeah, understand? So that was me from grade 12, and I used to do that, and I was happy with that job because it paid the bills. Do you understand? So moving from that, I got sales job, worked at Bayport selling, worked at Dove selling insurance. So I've always been a seller. Do you understand? So in 2021, I got an upgrade and I was working at a butchery store. I then moved to a spa as a cashier, which was, I was very happy at that time because you can imagine working at my friend's shop, you can only earn between 350 a week to 450, nothing else. Yeah, understand? So when I got a job as a cashier, it's a huge upgrade, Baba. And I'm getting my uniform and I'm busy there assisting people. So I was so happy and grateful at the time. Up until then, I lost the job. And even during when I was working at Spa, I then obviously, then, because you have big dreams, miss, growing up. And I thought to myself, you know what? I spoke to my husband and I said, you know what? Because I have all these desires that are placed in my heart, and I don't see myself getting enough money to be able to reach those dreams, maybe I need to then go back to school. I then applied at UNISA and I did LLB because I was always passionate about LLB. I soon did LLB. 2 years in doing LLB, I had to drop out. I didn't have money to continue with the LLB, but not only that, even if I had money, I then thought, no, man, this thing is not in alignment with myself. There's no way that I can defend someone that I know has done something, you understand? And then I had to drop up. I didn't have money to pursue any other career. So I then dropped out. I got fired and I found myself selling vegetables, my leaders. I sold vegetables like nobody's business. I sold vegetables to a point where you sing that car, then to a point where my husband was like, no, man, let me get you a small korakoranyana so that you don't battle when you're actually selling these vegetables. I got that car. Behind that car, my leaders, that's basically our first house. That's the first house that me and my husband bought. I remember very well, we bought it for 30,000 rand. We were tired of being chased from this house to this house. People went whenever they wanted their house. We were fortunate enough to get this RDP house. Do you understand? Where you seeing this car in front here? That was basically our first house that we bought. 30,000. We bought it. It's a nice RDP. It's empty inside. There's no room. There's a smaller nyana toilet at the corner. That was basically our house. And yeah, so hubby bought me this car and I was selling vegetables at this other place. around, this other lali around. And I was happy selling those vegetables until people didn't pay. Yeah, understand? Because remember, I'm not selling these vegetables cash. I do combos. Yeah, understand? I do combos for 150, for 200, and I come back and collect my money and I resell and I get to buy. And do you understand? That was basically what I did until people then didn't want to pay. And then I had to obviously leave that and now sit back and think, what can I do now? I remember very well, Sunshine would know I was a Makoti, fresh Makoti with uniform. Yeah, I understand that uniform Makoti. I then thought, okay, let me go sell outside of the tavern. I actually allocated a tavern, which I saw in my neighborhood that, hey, people don't sleep in this tavern and there is no food and people are going hungry whenever they're going to this tavern. And I remember very well, started my buying stand there, sold pork, sold hot dogs, sold gizzards. That was my business. And I was the very first person to sell there until there were 10 of us. Until there were 10 of us selling there. Do you understand? But that's basically me. I always look, that is why I always say, Mina, I'm in entrepreneur. I always look where, what's the gap? We understand within the community or within the marketplace that I can try and fill in and fit in. Do you understand? So when I saw that, hey, this place, man, people are struggling to get food and so forth. Let me rather sell to these people. And I was happy because each night I would make at least 1,000 rand worth of profit. So a weekend, I'm able to make between 1.5 to 2,000. For me, that was in more than enough, my leaders, because I was selling my gizzards, I was selling my hot dogs, and I was selling my pork there, and I was happy. So until we were now 10, because people was and then I found myself and we were 10 standing there selling these things. And then I thought, okay, no, it's no longer serving its purpose, my leaders. I moved to town, and when I got to town, we were not making in the same amount of money. And then I thought to myself, no, you know what? Let me try and go back to work and see what I can do. Went back to work. I worked at the Bonnes making pizzas. I love pizzas, my leaders. I made pizzas. They made your pizza. But unfortunately, reality was that I was not even making 3,000 a month there. And I was so frustrated to a point where I said to my husband, you know what? Maybe it is because I have the background of a grade 12. So there is no way I can find a work that will at least pay me 10,000 a month. And because at least we have one child and we will be able to pay off fees and everything, let me rather try and see if I can't go back to school again full time this time and not apply through UNISA and see if maybe once I finish whatever qualification I want. Remember, again, Mina, I never believed in formal education. Not that I didn't believe in formal education, just that I thought to myself, there is no way that I can do formal education because I always wanted a business. Do you understand? I always wanted something that's mine. So when I was at the Bonnes, I was so frustrated because I would stand there, I arrive 6 o'clock in the morning, go home after 6 because it was at a mall, making pizzas every day. And I was so frustrated because at the end of the month, you'd actually get 2.8, 2.5. And I was so frustrated. And I said to him, you know what? I can't do this. Let me apply and see if maybe after such a qualification, which whatever thing that I can do, I can't get a job. I then applied and I got school at Walter Sisulu, my leaders. I did Walter Sisulu. I was doing public relations there. I did it as soon as I started there. And I thought, you know what? Because I'm so used to selling and having my own thing, because I'm the one person who is not wanting to be dependent on anyone or anything, I need to then contribute as well, in as much as my husband is there and is doing so many things for us. And I thought, no, man, I need to then contribute something as well and not be so dependent on him, because reality is that I always see women being left by men and so many things, and you never know what has caused. Because my husband was like, no, I'm not going to leave you in. And I said, hey, Mina, I don't know what causes someone to leave someone. I need to be able to provide as well and bring something onto the table. That was just my mindset. We understand. So as soon as I was full-time at school doing my PR, I then started my Herbalife journey. Most of you know I was doing Herbalife, and I was happy doing that. But not only that, I then started selling clothes as well. And I was happy, my leaders, happy doing that very part-time, also being a student. I then decided selling turkeys in Joburg. I would come sell turkeys, and I was happy. And that was 2016. I would go to stores, as you can see. If you look at the picture there, if you see those products there that I've displayed there, you won't believe that was an ironing board that I got from Sunshine. Because we didn't have table, we couldn't afford to have a table, and because we didn't have excuses, you'd always look for how can I then go to the store. Like that's why I mean, even my employers know me. I don't deal with excuses. I cannot even handle excuses. I need solutions. I don't like stresses. Come with solutions to me. Don't bring problems. We understand. So when we face the problem where we don't have money to buy the table, we thought, no man, we have an ironing board. Let's rather use an ironing board and put the cloth, and you can't even tell by looking at the picture that that's an ironing board that we have our product standing on top of that. So we were at the stand selling and obviously using that ironing board as our table up until we could afford to have a table. Fast forward, my leader, God then blessed me in 2016 with this business proposal. I always tell people I did a whole proposal. I don't have a background of anything because I was still fresh, and I think I was doing my first year at the University of Walter Sisulu, and I did this proposal because I then thought to myself, because I was at this church and people obviously were unemployed. 90% of the people that I was serving, they were unemployed as women, and I thought this we can do together. And I did this proposal. If you can see there, it says forever sent. I did this proposal. I was crazy enough to believe I can do it with them at church, and we can actually assist people, give them the opportunity to risk their perfumes. I researched, I did everything, and I presented it to them. No one obviously know the story. No one was interested. No one wanted it. And you can imagine from 2016, I had this proposal for 2 years. I was going around looking for someone who I can actually start this perfume business with. For a full 2 years, my leaders, the first time I got someone who said, actually, yes, let's do this business, it was only in 2018. And now, I feel like the reason why she then said, because she saw what I was persistent. And because I had seen it in my mind, I had seen how successful it would become. And I was crazy enough to believe that it can work. I did not stop. I was not discouraged because the church didn't want it and didn't see it for themselves. But I was believe this can work, and this can actually change people's lives. So in 2018, my business partner said, okay, no man, let's do this because I see that you are so persistent and you really want this. We then started, my leader, working from home, doing perfumes. I remember she stayed in Dansane, and we were making the perfumes from her house. First month in, we then were affording to have an office in King, and that's the journey. And what was very well is that in as much as I was wanting 10,000, remember, I was so frustrated working, and I thought to myself, at least if I could go back to school and earn and get a qualification and get a job that could actually afford me 10,000, then that would be great. Nice thing now, I was doing this business, and it was going so well. Within the first year, I was earning 15,000 on average per month, and I was very happy. I was so happy to a point where when I finished my second year doing public relation, I had to drop out, not because of the money, but because of the demand of the business, because I would be in class and clients and stand, because now we were selling in the streets of King Williamstown from 2018, my leaders. 2019, things went sour. You know, when they say things went sour, that is how I then learned that business comes and goes, my leaders. The business is seasons. So if you are not working like an ant and you are eating all your money and you are working from hand to mouth, you'll soon find yourself in deep troubles, my leaders. That is why I always say, Mina, I learned so many things along the way. One of the things is that you cannot be in business, because remember, when you are even selling, you are in business, you are in partnership with JOs. And when you are taking your business seriously, you then need to then decide, if I'm earning 5,000, what is my salary within my 5,000? How much am I saving from this 5,000? What happens on rainy days? What happens when I don't get clients? Am I having enough funds to be able to sustain this lifestyle that I'm living. Do you understand? So it's those things that I learned along the way. And in 2019, things went sour. Hubby got fired and he was now unemployed. The business was not doing well. We were both unemployed and the business sales went down like crazy. And 2020 came. 2020, COVID was a blessing, my leaders. I know a lot of people cry. COVID did a lot of things for them. COVID was such a mess. It was also such a mess because we then lost my mom-in-law during COVID. But before I get to that, I bless the Lord for COVID, because when COVID came in 2020, my business partner then came to me to say, you know what, Lizole, I've prayed, because I was in business with someone who was also saved. I believe in partnering with people who are still within what I believe in. Do you understand? So my business partner came to me and said, hey, Lizole, you know what? I was praying, and then God said, no, we need to go our separate ways. And then you need to do your own perfume business, and then I need to do my own. And I mean, the minute you come and tell me God said, I believe, because I believe in Christ. And I said, you know what? It's fine. Let's do that. And I then established Jesus Oils. The nice thing about that, my leader, God has been so faithful ever since. You know what? 2020, my husband was unemployed. We were both unemployed. We didn't have any savings of any kind. We were basically surviving on God's provision, my leaders. And God, man, I can never say I don't know any other God who's able to provide for you the way that God provided it for us during COVID. We didn't have any savings of whatsoever, not. We didn't know where we would be actually getting money to be able to afford food, just for food. We understand that. I remember very well, I couldn't even afford, because my son at the time was going to a school here in Berlin, and his fees were like 1,000. We couldn't even afford those fees, just for fees. We understand that we were so behind. The only money we could afford was because we were trying to push the business. The only money that we could actually afford was for the aftercare, because obviously these schools, they knock off at 1 o'clock, 1:30. That time I'm at the stall. There's no way I'm not at the stall. So since 2018, I've always popped up every day. I'm at my stall, standing, shouting for people. And you know, the painful thing that I always tell people, Niti Mina, what humbles me the most is that Mina, God, I lost my parent at a very young age. I was forced into business. I grew up in King. My mother could only afford to send me to this private school, which was in King. I then struggled in King, and I was working at my friend's shop in King Williamstown. I moved from my friend. I tried many things, and then I saw myself being Unomarike, being that person who's standing at the stall on a daily basis, and I'm shouting, and I'm seeing my peers who have now graduated, who have all these big cars and big jobs, and I'm finding myself having to shout to them to say, would you like to buy a perfume? Would you like to sell a perfume? And others would look at you in ways explain to you. But I'm forever grateful for that, because on a daily basis, from 2018 until 2020, I would stand and go there in those streets and face those people every day, shout, because already I believed it. I saw it for myself. Do you understand? And because I saw it, God then provided, my leaders. God was so faithful. God knew Ukutimina. I don't have anyone else that I can say, uncle, we are struggling here. Or my mother is an only child. Can you imagine? My mother is an only child. She doesn't even have parents. So there is no grandpa or grandfather that we can run to say, man, assist us here. Do you understand? And if you saw in the beginning, my mother only was staying in that 2-room. If you saw in my presentation beginning, my mother was staying in that 2-room house, and I was staying with my husband, okay, trying to push the business. Do you understand? And I always tell people, you know what? I am forever grateful for pitching up and showing up for my business during that time. And you can imagine now when people come to me, because now obviously they saw me during that whole process, and I'm standing in those streets shouting because I believe in where I'm going. I believe in the vision that God has placed in my heart. And I would stand there shouting for a whole 2 years, shouting to people, selling them, wanting them to sell these perfumes. And obviously, because we had learned now along the way, the journey, the mistakes that we had made, do you understand? We lost our car. Let's tell people, me now, I buy my things cash. I buy my houses cash. I buy my car cash simply because we got to a point where we lost our car and we couldn't even wait for the bank to come and take our car, my leaders. Tina, we had to, after not having to pay for 2 months, we had to go to the bank to say, hey man, we cannot afford this car anymore. Take it and we will see what we can do. If we do manage to have a bit of money to pay the balance, we'll do that. So we had even lost our car. We would carry our perfumes from home, hike and go to King Williamstown and stand in the streets, my leaders. So I'm grateful, honestly speaking, for the journey. Do you understand? So in 2020, COVID came and COVID was such a blessing, my leaders. It changed my business around in so many ways. Do you understand? And I'm grateful for that. And because then JOs was birthed and God has been faithful, my leaders. The business took off from the very start. Do you understand? And God had shown me why I was struggling in front of those people, my leaders. So you need to then trust the journey and where you are at now. You need to continue because obviously the reason why I always tell people you can't be joining a business and you don't know why you have joined the business. Stick to that why. Don't hear what people are always saying, know your why, but really know why you are doing it. And if you really know, no matter how painful it is, you keep on showing up on a daily basis because you know why you are doing it. And no one else will know what you are going through, my leaders. So, but anyway, 2020 came. It was such a blessing. I remember very well, 2021, we then introduced the network marketing side of J Oils, which was also a blessing. As soon as we introduced the network marketing side, we then lost my mom-in-law, my leaders. And you know what? That was such, I can't even I can't even explain that in words, my leaders, because my mom-in-law was one of those people who would strengthen us in so many ways. She was saved. She showed us the way. Even before me and my husband believed in Christ, she was the one person who believed in Christ for us. So we were shook. We were just, hey, I don't know. We were not in a good space. That's all I can say, my leaders. We were not in a good space. And when she passed away in September, I remember very well, we then stayed at home with my husband. I got a lady who I was working with just to take over and assist my clients. And we were just in a state, we understand our
Inetwork, let me check on her. All right.
Hi, leader. Are you guys still there? Are you guys still there? Hi, guys. Can you hear me? Oh, okay, my leader. I'm so sorry, my leaders. My phone just got cut off. I don't know. I don't know whether I should continue, but I don't want to waste. Oh, okay, no, Mcebo. Let me just share my screen. Let me just share my screen. I'm gonna try and
Itheni na xa ifuna ushare screen yam kakwenzeka ntoni na fire fire.
hi, leaders. Are you guys still there? Okay, no problem, my leader. So in 2021, my leader, as I was saying, we lost my mother, my mom-in-law, my leaders. We lost my mom-in-law. It was such a terrible, it was such dark times, man. It was such a painful experience because we didn't see it coming. And unfortunately for myself, I got to witness her leave the earth and so forth. So it was such a traumatic experience. Hence, we then thought, okay, let's just stay home and try and obviously deal with our grief, my leaders. And you know what? My mom-in-law passed away in September 2021. And the most painful thing about that experience, my leaders, excuse me, the most painful experience about that, my leaders, remember I said COVID started in March. And I'm saying to you, COVID was such a blessing to us in terms of our business. We saw a turnaround in our business. And as soon as we saw a turnaround in our business, my leaders, if you can see on the screen, which I've shared here, we did first thing that we did when we started making was to appreciate my mom. My mom, obviously, during time, when obviously businesses were closed and we couldn't operate and we were not even having money. But even besides that, when my husband lost his job and we were to the stores and business was not doing right, obviously people didn't know our situation. People did see that we had lost our car. They didn't know what was happening. They stopped working and so forth. And obviously we didn't explain ourselves to anyone. We just continued, my leaders. The only thing that we did was just continue. And the first thing, when things then got turned around and we saw the business making a bit of, I remember my mom at the time was celebrating her 50th, and we thought, okay, you know what? Let's do a 50th birthday for my mom just to appreciate her. But not because we had the money, but because during the whole time, when my husband lost the job and we were alternating at the store, and my mom, because she gets a bit of money from a pension of my dad. So whenever she would do her groceries. We didn't have to say we were struggling, my leaders. She should use to just buy us extra things. You understand? Whenever she's doing her grocery, should buy extra things and go to our store and leave groceries there. So we're forever grateful for that. And when we made a little bit of money, we thought, let's just appreciate this woman. During our crying times, we didn't have to tell her that we are struggling. She didn't know our situation. She didn't know that we were no longer paying the fees for our son. The only thing she knew was that we can't afford the car anymore, and we've decided to send it back. So somewhere, somehow, parents are able to see. So in as much as couldn't afford basically our whole grocery, but here and there should bring in 2-3 plastics of out of the hair groceries just so that we can have a bit of food. And my mom-in-law was so supportive in so many ways during that time. And we thought, as soon as we made a bit of money, let's do 50th for her. And we did that. And then we thought, because my mom-in-law was way older, my leaders, I remember very well, because she passed away in September. In July, we sat her down because she had already gone past 60. She should have retired a long time ago. And I remember very well, we sat her down and we said, okay, you know what? You are old now. You should stop working. And she was like, no, you know what? I can't stop working. Vara, I'm old, I know. But I need to be able to know that if I stop working, you guys will be safe and you'll be able to carry out, and I'll be able to afford at least just the basics. So if I stop working and I'm staying in my house alone, what will happen? And I remember very well, we decided, me and my husband, because remember, if you go back here, you would see that we had this RDP house, which we had bought the previous years. So with me and my husband then said, you know what? Because we want you to retire and we want to appreciate you, and we feel like we need to then take care of you, because even the business now is starting to pick up again. What we can then do is, obviously, we had at that time, because remember, my husband lost the job. With the money that we got from that, we then obviously renovated our house. So our house no longer was an RDP house. And we thought, you know what? Because we love you and we want you to stop working, what we'll do then in August, we'll move out of our house and we'll rent it out, so that money that we are making there, we can then build flats at the back. Then out of that income that the property is making, we'll be able to build flats at the back of your house, so that we can stay with you and take care of you, my leaders. I remember very well, August, we moved into my mom's house. Can you imagine? We moved out of my house. We made our house vacant, and we found tenants who will stay there and give us money. Do you understand? So in whatever that our business was making would include that money, build flats, and so that we are able to build flats at the back of my mom-in-law. The 1 month in, moved in August. September, my mom-in-law passes away. And you can imagine, because we wanted to do this for her, we were so devastated and we were so stressed, and that was so painful for us. You cannot even imagine, because we had already moved out of our house. We had already done the flats and we were looking for tenants at the time, so that they can occupy the flats, so that we are able to build and stay with my mom-in-law. Then a month after, she passes away, and we now are just stuck, and we're staying with my mom, and we had left our comfort of our house. So it was such a traumatic and stressful time for us, and we were still mourning, my leaders. We were mourning in September. We couldn't. I got a lady who was assisting at the office, and we was just staying at home. We thought we can't. We were not in a good space to see clients. And I remember it was September, October, 2 months after my mom-in-law passes away. Clients started coming in, my leaders, in huge numbers. And I remember very well, we did our first presentation in November, which then took off and was such a blessing. It was such a beautiful, blessed year, my leaders. I remember very well, that was in November 2022. Things got even more hectic. Can you imagine, when I showed you my mom's house at the beginning of the presentation, 2022, we could afford to buy this house. This is our first house that we had to buy out of the many houses which we bought. Remember, we were so stressed because we had given up our car. I remember we were driving this Ford for the longest time, our old Ford. We drove it for the longest time, my leaders. So the first thing that we did, we didn't even buy a luxurious car, my leaders. The first million that we made, me and my husband, We didn't buy a car. We didn't change our lifestyle. We didn't do anything that hectic or dramatic. We bought this house that you can see up. We saw it advertised in Berlin, and you can see it was 950 at the time. We bought this house and we thought, you know what? Because we had struggled so much and because God was now blessing us, we didn't want to make the same mistakes that we had made in terms of financial of our finances. Because remember, COVID came, no business was closed, no savings were there, we were not making money, and it was just crazy, my leaders. So what happened is that when we made our first million within the business, we bought this house. And when we bought it, we didn't want to even stay in it, my leaders. We were not even there. We were staying at a farm and we were happy there. And when we bought it, we thought, you know what? Because remember, when my mom-in-law passed away, we wanted to have an extra passive income where we'd be able to build at the back of her house. So when we bought this house, we thought, you know what? Let's start a culture where we are taking our money and we're building more houses and we're building more flats so that we are able to have a steady income apart from what we are doing. This is the first house that we bought. And unfortunately for us, when we bought it, because it had a huge land at the back, when we bought it, my mom came in it and she was like, I like this house for myself. So unfortunately for us, but the nice thing about it is that we were at a stage where we are able to say, you know what, it's fine. If you like it, take it. It's not a problem. We'll look for another property and we'll continue. It was as simple as that. And I'm forever grateful to God for that. How we managed, a lot of the times, people who were in business with us at the time, they would know there was a video that was trending. We bought a bike. Everything that we did ever since things took off is that we bought it cash. And people never understand how you can buy things cash, my leaders. Simply because, when you in life, you don't want to find yourself in a trap where you are owing the next person, or you are owing the bank things, or you are owing people things. The nice thing is, if you are able to save up for what you want, what you have is yours, my leaders. You don't have to owe anyone anything. No one can letter you and pinpoint at you when they are looking to say, you know what, that person has done this, or that person owes me this much. Do you understand? So the nice thing that we did, the first million that we did, we bought this property and we were so relieved and we're so happy, not because of anything, but because of the discipline. I always tell people, you know what, when you make money, have control, pray for strength to have discipline over money, because money will control you before you control it. Do you understand? So if you have enough discipline to control your finances, even if you have R1 million sitting in your bank, you're not worried that R1 million is not calling your name, because you know what, you know where you are coming from and what is it that you want, my leaders. Because a lot of the times I see a lot of leaders making so small mistakes, my leaders, and I know it's their mistakes to make, but I always say, you know what, have control over your money. Have control over your money. If you are living off 1,000 rand, because best believe we're living beyond our means. If you are able to live beyond your means, you are able to work towards your goal, my leader, without having to erase or increase your lifestyle until you get to a point where you know that your money is making you more money. Like, I don't understand where people are now having to afford 10,000. That person was living off 2,000. They can't even have savings. Do you understand? So have control. Don't let money control you. Control it. Yeah, understand. I have discipline enough to be able to control your finances, my leader. So that is what we did. First year, things were crazy. The business was a mess, and things were just hectic in our lives. And not only that, I always tell people, and I say, you know what? When you are breaking generational curses in your family, even within yourself, because when you enter a business and you find yourself that you are now earning monies that you've never earned before, Satan will come and attack, my leaders, in so many ways. And Satan doesn't attack because people are watching, there are so many things that are happening in your life. But focus, like, I trust in God. The only thing that I can always tell people, need to trust in God. God will pull you through those things. You understand? As long as you know where you are going, we understand you're able to conquer things and defeats. So the nice thing is that we got a car, brand new, Baki. It rode over the following day. We were not moved. We didn't go to any person to say, hey, Bayas Tagata, we bought this car yesterday. Today it has rolled over. We understood that we are in a fight. You are forever in a fight for success, my leaders. There is no way, there is nothing that comes easy. If things are easy, my leader, everyone would be successful right now if we had it all easy. But obviously, you will never hear people sharing their struggles. to say, this is what I'm going through. The only thing that you need is to focus on where you are heading to, my leaders. But anyway, things happened. We bought a car. The following day, it rolled over. We were not stressed. We knew we are in a battle. We understand we are in a battle, and we are breaking through things that we've never done before. So we were not bothered because of that. Bought this house. My mom took it. We were okay. And from there, things have just been hectic, my leaders. Things have just been hectic. And the discipline of having to afford, because if you can't be disciplined with 5,000, there is no way you'll be disciplined with 10,000. There is no way you'll be disciplined with 20 or even 1 million, my leaders. Do you understand? So have discipline over your money. So this is not even close to where I want us to be, my leader, but I'm always grateful. I always say this is the beginning of my journey. This is what has obviously assisted us. This is just the small tip of out of the iceberg. Do you understand? So how do we do it? God still remains the author and finisher of our faith, my leader. Nothing else. God, do you understand? I mean, I'm blessed because I married my best friend, so I'm able to do my business with my partner. Do you understand? And I understand that not many people are able to do that, but I understand your situation, my leader. So the simplest lifestyle change, my leader, because remember, you cannot afford to change a lifestyle, my leader, that you won't be able to sustain. We understand. Mina, if people from King Williamstown, they'll tell you, I was driving an old Ford for the longest time, and not because I couldn't afford to change my car. No, I could. Do you understand? But because I knew what I wanted, I knew Ukuthi vele I don't care. I remember very well people would ask me, why are you not changing your car? Why are you not driving Mercedes? Why are you not doing this thing? Yeah, understand? And I knew very well Ukuthi I have big dreams and big goals. And I've seen millionaires drop, my leader. I've seen people who have money who have lost it all. And I knew that obviously with the little that I had lost the previous years, I didn't want to get to a point where I'm losing it all again. So I drove that car, had the simplest lifestyle change. There is no pressure. People do things because of pressure and peer pressure from social media. So we know where we come from. Do you understand? We know where we are coming from, and we are disciplined with money. It's either money controls you or you control it. That's the simplest thing. You give it power. So you need to be able to decide what you are doing with your money. So we understand the law of money as well, because you need to understand the law of money if you want money. I talk money because I love money. Do you understand? So you need to understand the law of money, the power of giving. Do you understand? The blessing only comes when you selflessly give yourself to others. Here I am sharing. I was not expecting to share my journey today, but I thought, okay, there is no person that you give freely, my leaders. And I know for a fact, I've seen leaders. I always share and say, you know what? I always applaud leaders who are able to help other people who are not in their team. And you are able to see their growth up until they feel like they have grown themselves, up until egos come in. Do you understand? Then you see changes. Then you see stagnation, then you see a lot of things. But the minute you do things freely and you give, it does not necessarily mean you give money, but when you give yourself to others and you are able to assist the next person, whether they are in your downline or not, because it's the law of giving and it's the law of money, best believe God will bless you whether you are saved or not. It's the law, it's there. That's the honest truth. We are not afraid to start over. That is how we do it. Because a lot of the times, a lot of people are so afraid of starting over. So what if you fail, my leaders? There is no shame in that. Be able to start over and say, if my team, if now today there were no JOs, tomorrow I'll be able to start over because I know what I've gone through already. I know what I've done already. Do you understand? So don't be afraid to start over. Don't have fear, my leader. They are where there's fear, there is no faith, my leader. So in order for you to have faith and to be able to grow, you need not to be fearful of starting over. Even when it comes to your downliners, they need to know what you will better bring more people. You were able to bring the ones that you have. And I always say, you don't even have to be ignorant, or you don't have to be big-headed about it. People need to know, you are able to have this 10 team, then there's no way that you can't bring 10 more people. Yeah, understand? Because you did manage to pull through and bring 10 people. So understand, my leader, and know that that where fear is, faith does not reside, my leader. So set goals. I always tell people, if you fail to plan, my leader, simple as that, you are just planning for failure. And goals, you don't set 5-year goals without having 3 months, 9 months, 6 months, 12 goals. Yeah, understand? Me, not a business owner, yes, I have my goals even within the business. Yeah, understand? I'm able to pray for more supervisors. I'm able to pray for more things, but I'm also having my own personal goals that I deal with that no one else knows. You understand? So set goals, my leader. Every day, start with being disciplined with the little that you have. Don't even think of, because a lot of the times people don't do things. It's because they are seeing big things and they think they can't reach them, and they miss the small steps in my leaders of starting. We understand. So be kind to the next person. Take nothing out of you. Being kind to the next person takes nothing out of you, my leaders. It takes nothing. It will take nothing being kind. There is no way that you think you can make it in this business without the next person, whether they're in your team or not. So be a kind person. And I always say, yes, we are gathered here because of JOs, but wouldn't it be nice even in the future where you see someone, whether they were in your team or not, and you are able to have a conversation with that person? Do you understand? You are able, if you now having your own business or whatsoever, you are able to share with that person. So be kind, man, and understand that today, yes, you are here. Tomorrow, you might be someone else, and you might need this person. So, asiphelelanga apha, be a person who's able to ufikeleleka. Yeah, understand? And understand that today, yes, I'm here. If I'm rude and I'm being this person that I am today, what happens the following day when things turn around? Yeah, understand? And now you are needing this person. Yeah, understand? So be kind to the next person and understand such things, they bring blessings, my leader. We are just Tinake. We are just above my leader. There is nothing special that we do. We just pray, and we don't just pray. We actually talk to God, because I feel like a lot of the times people think like praying is saying all these big words. Every day we converse with our God, and we make our requests known to Him, my leaders. We make our requests, and I say, if you don't believe in God, then with whoever that you believe in, speak to your God. Yeah, understand that? Because I make it a point that I converse with my God, and He does things. Yeah, understand? I'm open. I'm not even the fake person. I speak to my God as open as I am, and I'm a strong believer of personal development. Let me sip on my water. I'm a strong believer of personal development. You know what? Personal development has played such a huge role in my career, my leaders. Do you know why? A lot of people don't understand ukuthi when you are doing business, more especially if you've never been taught business, there are people who have done it before you. So you need to be able to learn from those people, my leaders. So I'm not even the one person who thinks I know it all. I believe that even if I meet you now, I know for a fact there's something that I could learn from you. I don't think I have it all figured out. There is no way I can have life figured out. There is no way that I can ever think that I have it all together. So if I don't see you, I know what I'm seeing Jim Ron on YouTube. I know I'm seeing Les Brown on YouTube, and I know that I'm seeing Lisa and all these people that I love. I think I have about 5 people that I listen to. We understand that I know that I can learn from. Yeah, understand. And you know what? I like what this other person said. And they said, personal development, ne, or motivation rather, because people feel like motivation won't do the business for you. You know what? Motivation, what it does, my leaders, on such low days, it assists you in so many ways, because at times you don't feel like doing anything. But when you listen to such people who have struggled the way that you're coming from, and who have been able to succeed and do great things, my leaders, you are able to know that it's possible for you, and they're able to speak life into your senses, because at times you feel like, yeah, things are not going well and so forth, and you have no one speaking over you. The only thing that's speaking over you is you, and the only thing that you are saying to yourself, it's only negative things, my leaders. So what personal development does, it actually assists in so many ways. It assists you, like I know motivation will never work until you work, but it pushes you to work. So it's the one thing that I love more than anything. I get so much power when I listen to Les Brown, and I get so emotional because I understand how painful it is to want something for your parent, and to want things for your life. And when people don't see it for you, do you understand? So I can always relate to his story. I can always learn the life and how to save and how to be disciplined when I get to listen to to Jim Rohn. Do you understand? I get to experience and actually get the practicality of how to run a business when I listen to him. So there is so many things that you get to learn. And the only time you get to actually start is when you start My Leader. So you need to be able to just listen to one person and hear what they have to do and give it a try, My Leader. So anyway, life can still change, My Leader. I don't know whether you believe it for yourself. Maybe it might not even be J.O.'s, but life can still change, My Leader. This is your journey. And you are here today. You are listening to my journey. But all I can say is that life can still change. Yes, you are here today. You know your situation. And maybe you might be listening to my story. But the reason why I decided to share it with you today is because I believe that some people think that they are stuck now because of where they are now currently. And they think that tomorrow things might not change. You understand? Things will change for you. You just need to make sure that you continue and understand why you are doing what you are doing, My Leader. This is where I started. This is the stall that I was telling you about. I was standing here for 2 full years. And you can imagine, I grew up here in this environment. I went to school in this environment, and I had to see my peers on a daily basis who are now running businesses, who are now running firms, who are in big offices, who are driving big cars. And I'll chat to them on a daily basis. My perfumes were not even had the stickers that they have. They only though had those stickers that you see on top there. And I was selling it. That's my journey. That's where I started. But there is no way that I can't tell you how it's changed. This is the first house. Well, it's not even our house. It's a picture that I took from someone because I didn't have a picture of the original house that my mom used to own. But it was just a 2-room. It's not, I don't even think it's a 2-room because it's a 1-bedroom, small house. Then you'd have kitchen and dining room, the other side, and a small toilet. That's where Mina I come from. Do you understand? And obviously, because she managed to do a bit, and because we had to sacrifice our tertiary fees, she managed to build now Nyana, that Manyana house in the middle. We understand that 3-bedroom house, but now it has completely changed. I so wish I could show you the house. Never mind the one that she decided to take over. But it's completely changed because we then decided, when she decided to buy the first house that we bought, as soon as we made our first million, we then decided, okay, you know what, because we believe in passive income, let's take her house, build more flats, divide it so that we can make another income. So it no longer even looks like this. And we were able to do that, My Leaders. So I did all sorts of things. These are some of the businesses that I've done over the years. The L&B Oil Sets, that's the first business that I did in 2018, My Leaders. I did Herbalife. I was selling techies. That's one of the pictures that I had of techies. And if you can see there, my husband was doing the perfumes. That was our table. That was in my house. That's where I started. I did EX. The reason why I'm able to revisit the business of X is because it's something that I did even previously. So it's something that comes easy for me. We understand that because I've been that person. I've been a hustler. I'm able to see opportunities where others don't see. We understand that those are the flats. Remember, I said we moved out of my house so that we can be able to build flats and stay with my mom-in-law, who then passed away. So that's the first flat that we did as soon as we moved out, and we had renovated our house, My Leaders. So even after having to move out, remember I told you the RDP house was like 30,000. My house now is about close to 1 million. Not because of what? Because obviously we had renovated it. It's full of flats now. The whole house literally doesn't have a space. And I'm able to make 9.5 of income on a monthly basis just on the one property. And that's an old house that we had. You understand? And I'm able to say, guys, you know what? It's just an added income. And whenever I calculate things from people go crazy, because I was busy calculating the other day to say, you know what, if you're able to make 4,000 or even 3.5 or whatsoever not, and you're able to save that in a year, it's like over 40-50,000. I mean, if you are able to have those savings, then why not, My Leader? And you're still able to continue with your life with whatever money that you are still living with. We understand that. So life has completely changed. And that's the bakkie that we bought the following day. It rolled over. We are driving a comfortable Haval, not because we can't afford a Mercedes, but because we choose to, my leader. That's the freedom of money. And people don't understand that when you have your own goals, you don't have to explain yourself to people. You don't even have to tell them. As long as when you know where you're going and you know what you are building, do you understand? And you know why you are doing what you are doing. So today, yes, you might be listening to me, but tomorrow you can be somewhere else doing something totally different. And I always say, and I always tell people, you know what? Make money with JOs. JOs, yes, it's an opportunity that will empower you, that you are able to make money, but make sure that you are able to do something that you love. Maybe selling perfumes might not be something that you love, but it can make you money today so that you're able to afford that business that you've always wanted to do. So use the platform and actually grow your business, my leader. My advice is only small things, my leader. Only 30% do the work. In as much as I can be sharing here today, the one lesson that I learned is that out of everyone that you can share with 10%, everything, it's a numbers game, my leader. Even in network marketing, more especially network marketing, it's a numbers game. So even if you share your full information and how you do your business, not everyone will do it, whether it's in your team or not, whether you are sharing in such a platform or not. It's only a number of people who will go out and actually do the work. So be a sharer anyway, do you understand? And hopefully you will get that 10% who will actually listen to you, do you understand? And actually do the actual work. The rest of the people, they get the information and they don't do anything. And I know for a fact that you understand that because you guys have big teams, and you'd find that not everyone, in as much as you can share as much information as you can, it's only a number of people who will actually implement and do the job. So trust God with your life, business, and goals. Your life is not your life. It's not in your hands. You are not in control of your life, my leader. There's no way that you can be in control of your life. Excuses are for people who aren't hungry enough. Mina, I don't do excuses. I don't believe in problems. I believe in solutions. So excuses are for people who don't want it bad enough. It's for people who are not hungry enough, my leaders. That's one thing that I learned. So remain humble. Remain humble. Oh, bethunan. Nina niphakamiswa zi-50,000. Imagine umda any 50,000 okanye any 10,000. Acinga ubu-right ubhetere from the next person. Imagine, my leaders, stay humble. Stay humble. God will continue blessing you, my leaders. Remain humble. Money is here today. Tomorrow it's gone. You will need the person that ucinga ubhetere kuye today. Do you understand? How you make the next person feel will bring you more blessing. How you've made the next person feel, best believe that they will remember forever. So have an impactful life, my leader. Start with the circle that you have before you can even go out and actually create a new circle. You don't have to do more. There is no way that you can think you can do more. You have to just become more. When I say that becoming more is that increase your skills, my leaders. Mina, yes, I understand that what I have today is because of the knowledge that I have acquired over the years. In order for me to move to the next level, I need fresh ideas. I need new knowledge. I need more skills. So if what you have and what you know has gotten you this far, acquire more knowledge, my leader, acquire more skills in order for you to move to the next level. That's the only thing that I can tell you. You don't have to do more. You have to become more. So work on yourself more than you do on your job. The job will work itself if you acquire more skills and you work on yourself on a daily basis. No one is coming to save you. No one is coming to save you. I don't know. Maybe when you have someone to fall back over. Mina, I had no one to save me. I had myself and my husband, and we literally didn't have anyone. So you can only save yourself. Faith without work is dead. You need to practice your faith by continually being disciplined and continue being consistent, my leader. Out of consistency, you will see results, my leader. The life that you want to live is on the other side of your fear. Only hard work works. There is nothing that comes in jail. Only hard work. You need to be able. I always tell people you need to be above yourself, my leader, because at the end of the day, at times ourselves will tell us, no, we are tired today. When we are not tired, ourselves will tell us we cannot do it when we actually can. So be able to be even in control of your emotions and thoughts. Be able to say, when you yourself, it's not even the devil. When you yourself are telling yourself, today, I'm tired, I'm not going to the store. Tell yourself, push through that thought and tell yourself that you are able to do it. So only hard work will work, nothing else, my leader. Enjoy the journey. There is nothing as painful as people who are not even enjoying. Mina, I don't know. I cannot even tell you about anyone else. Mina, I've enjoyed my journey. I think maybe it's because I'm always content with what I have, and I fully understand that today I'm here, tomorrow because I'm working towards my future and I know what I want. Tomorrow I'm elsewhere. Do you understand? Because on a daily basis, I'm working on myself on a daily basis. I'm working on my business, whether you see it or not, but the results will obviously always show. So enjoy the journey and remain in your lane, my leader. Remain in your lane. Do not even think that you're gonna be a Lizole or a who's top leaders in our business, and Elena or Enoklunga or whoever. Understand that you are you, my leader, and your power is within yourself. Don't want to be in someone else's situation. Remain yourself. People will love you. You are not who the next person is. You understand? So remain in your life and do you, my leader. So your only competitor can only be yourself and improve you today. We understand that. So don't compete or just compliment. Don't compete with anyone. Compliment, my leader. Work on you on a daily basis. So God's blessings and abundance is available for everyone. I always tell people that, you know, God is able to bless you and bless the next person at the very same time. So don't be a bitter person, or don't be in competition with people, or don't be a negative person, or whatever the case may be. God is able to bless everyone at the very same time. Your blessing will not be stolen by someone else, as long as that you believe you are doing what you are doing and you know why you are doing what you're doing, my leaders. Otherwise, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for everyone. Thank you for lending an ear. I know I was not supposed to share today, but you know what? I thought leader who is not available to share today, let me just share with whomever is able to hear and tell them it's possible for you. You can do it. You know why you are here, and you know why you've plugged in onto the call today. So understand that, my leader, and just do you, boo. Thank you so much, my leaders. Sunshine, over to you, my leader. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. What can I say after this? What can I say? Next time, try to breathe, my leader. We're here. What a divine appointment. We're here. Thank you so much for pouring your heart. Yo, I mean, hello. Thank you so much. Hi, Inene. It was a divine appointment. Shem, I don't blame Ulitabo. Load shedding had to happen to Social Move so that you share your story with us. It is very, very, very. Hi, who else is motivated, guys? Come on. Can you kindly unmute them, my leader? Unmute leaders. Unmute leaders. Hi, Bo. Hi, Bo. There's a load shedding, okay, guys? You're not going to see me. Can you unmute them?
Okay, my leader. Let me just see.
Thank you so much, leadership. Yo, I am just speechless. I don't know. I don't know what is this, but I'm actually motivated. Thank you so much, my leader. Thank you so much.
No problem, my leader. Thank you. People can unmute themselves. Thank you so much, my leader, for having me. Thank you for your time, guys. Thank you.
So who are these people?
Papi.
And what did they do?
Hey, Fezila, nisafuna ukuphuma kwi-call. Thank you so much, my leaders. We've come to the end of our presentation. That was the founder and the CEO of the company sharing her story, her journey with us.
Thank you. We've moved.
Oh,
Our
hey,
life
Faith, you are moved, you are motivated. What a nice surprise. Also a nice surprise from you, Noglunga. Anya surprise, you are full of surprises. JO's distributors. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Why kulalwa? Why ungayiqalela story, my leader?
Angalala,
A little bit of your background. Give us your background. Andizoyivala, I am not gonna close it. Abahambayo, so sala silindile. That was very powerful. Thank you so much, Lizole. Thank you so much. Hey, hayi abahambayo. Hayi ngiyahlala. Faith, it's gonna be me and you, mama. Siyahlala kule call. No turning back. Andivali. What a story. Oh,
Oh, what a day.
we are learning. We are
Oh.
learning. Oh,
Yeah.
that was very powerful.
Exactly.
Indeed, it was for us. You see, when you attend trainings, you
Mm,
see, when you stay with trainings, Kubani,
Yes.
we were waiting for another leader decided to share. Look at this. Oh,
Eh,
I'm glad I stayed, Shem, as if I had a choice. Askalen Panza, Akokwa enye into, my leader. This is the beginning. Actually, we are
Exactly.
starting. Don't know about
Exactly.
you, but we are starting.
Forward
Thank you
we
so
go.
much, my leader.
Thank you, leadership. Good
All
night.
right, you get my leaders. I don't know if I will be able to share this. Oh, boy. Thank you so much, my leaders. Yo,
Some of these
I am
we'll
moved.
see.
Thank you.
You are moved, me.
Yes, I am moved.
Let's work. God
Yes.
first. You heard it from the CEO. You pray for your business. There is nothing
Yes.
that is impossible or too hard for the Lord.
Mm,
Yes, yes,
mm.
yes. Let us just hold on to our faith.
Yes, my
I'll see you guys next week. Same time, same place, different guest speaker. Make sure, guys, that you invite new people. The people
choice.
that you want to introduce to the business, but obviously you don't know what to say to them. Just invite them, give them the link. They will get
Yes.
us here. We will recruit them for you. Just bring them on the call. Ne?
Okay.
Make sure
Yes.
you share the link with your team. Come with your team, guys.
Yes,
Come
my
with
dear.
remember, we're building, we're starting as ufezile echo nje ethi siyaqalela. Bring your members, guys. We need to work.
Yes, my dear.
Hey, all right, guys. I'll see you then. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience. Load shedding, guys. Iyalwa, but we're gonna fight back. Thank you again, my leader, for sharing your story. We appreciate you. I love you. I don't know about others. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
so they say